Lana here. I want you all to be completely informed about the requirements and opportunities for you to see theater this semester. As I have said before, you are required to attend 3 performances this semester. The first is a professional production of your choice, and the other 2 are the theater department shows here at Cerritos College. After you see each show, you will be writing a brief production response about the show you saw. More on that in the modules. Okay, first we have a very special opportunity for you this semester. Every fall, we take a field trip to see a play at the Getty Villa in Malibu. The play is always either a classic play or a classical adaptation, and the Getty brings top-notch theater companies from around the country to perform in their outdoor amphitheater. The show always has a regular run with normal ticket prices. However, they very generously provide field trips to a few institutions for free. This year, the show will be The Bacchae by Euripides, and it will be performed by none other than the City Company from New York. We will learn more about this company and its founder later in the course, but suffice it to say that City Company and its founder have been on the cutting edge of avant-garde theater, and it is a real treat to be able to see them perform. And on top of that, after the show, there will be a special Q&A with the cast and director, which is a rare treat, especially considering the reputation of City Company. Then, after all that is done, the galleries of the Getty Villa will be open to us for around an hour or so. Okay? It is always a really fun and special day. All of this is free to us. And Cerritos College is even providing transportation for free as well. Our field trip will be on Tuesday, September 18th. I don't have exact times yet, but the bus usually leaves right after lunch and arrives back around 8 p.m. If you go to our Canvas page and to Files, you will find a subfolder titled Field Trip Forms. In there, you will find all the permission forms needed. You will need to fill out the forms and get them into the Fine Arts Division office immediately, okay? There are only 50 spots available on this trip, which is open to all students enrolled in theater courses this semester, so not just us, okay? Turning in your permission forms reserves you a spot on the bus, and you are in. There is always a wait list for this field trip, so get your forms in early. And again, I want to emphasize that this field trip is optional and it is free to us. As you can probably tell, it is actually a very expensive performance between the artists, the production, the plane fares from New York City, the performance space at the Getty Villa. But the good people at the J. Paul Getty Foundation want you and students like you to be able to have this opportunity free of charge. So, I hope that many of you will take advantage. Okay, I know some of you inevitably will not be able to make it, so I want to briefly let you know about a few other ways you can see professional theater for free or cheap. Okay, first is that you can use a discount ticket service such as Place 411 or Gold Star events at goldstar.com. You'll have to sign up for those services and you'll have to clear your schedule because the cheap tickets they offer are not usually more than like a week in advance. In addition, you'll need to be careful because they sell much more than just tickets to theater. You don't want to accidentally buy a ticket for a concert that looked interesting and then later you realize you cannot use it for this assignment. Okay, so make sure you're buying a ticket for one of the shows listed in my recommendations in this module or from a theater at the approved list found in Files. Another way to see a show for free is to call up the theater and ask if you can usher or otherwise volunteer in exchange for seeing a show. Many theaters do have an ushering program and all you have to do is ask. I think A Noise Within is one such theater, and perhaps even Theatricum Botanicum. Again, you'll have to call them up and ask, okay? Lastly, I do believe the summer shows in Griffith Park in LA are still open for just a couple more weeks at the beginning of this semester. Those Shakespeare in the Park productions are free. They're really good. And they are listed in my list of top recommendations found in this module, okay? So you'll have to act fast because they will be closing soon. After you see this first show, the next two requirements are much more straightforward. You will be seeing the two department productions here at Cerritos College. They will be Oedipus Rex and Almost Maine. See your syllabus for the dates or go to cerritos.edu/theater. If you live out of state, email me to discuss an alternative, okay? Okay, let's talk about extra credit. Since this is a theater course, I want you to see as much theater as possible. So on top of seeing those 3 required productions, if you would like to see more professional theater, you can see as many professional productions as you want for extra credit. After you see the show, you will write a production response, just like you will be writing for the other 3 shows, and submit it on Canvas. I will grade that on a 25-point scale. 25 points is enough to raise an exam grade by a whole letter grade. So I highly encourage you to get out there and see some theater this semester. Okay, that ought to cover it as far as our required performances are concerned. If you have any questions, feel free to post your question in the questions thread in the discussion forum or just send me an email directly. See you on the boards.